Hello, listeners. Chelsea K. Podcaster here. Today's podcast is Overcoming Anxiety. Did you know that doctors call anxiety a disorder? And did you know anxiety can be overcome? It's defined as a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease about something that is uncertain outcome. Your mind can control it, and you just need to know the root of the problem. There are various types of anxiety, but you can overcome them all. Panic, phobia, social anxiety, obsessive compulsive separation anxiety, illness anxiety, and post-traumatic stress. They classify these as disorders. The root to anxiety is fear, and you can overcome fear by dealing with the lies in your mind. I have a podcast about freedom from fear, and you can overcome worry also, which I have podcasts about this topic. Anxiety is a feeling, but also a source that links to your brain. When you entertain that lie, allow anxiety, worry, and fear and to come into your life. Search yourself to see what thoughts have you entertained that make you anxious. How often do you have anxiety and when? How does your body react? And what are the feelings you have? You need to take time to sit and reflect on these, to deal with them, but not allow yourself to dwell on them anymore. Take the time to work at counterattacking those lies. You need to face the fear. You need to build up confidence and acceptance of yourself. Know who you are. You need to transform from the subconscious level, and you need to build yourself up and to keep a peaceful mind. You need to develop that peace in your mind, and you need to watch your habits when you become anxious. Often people will eat more, or they will have self-pity or depression. They get major anxiety attacks, and you may do things you don't usually do. You will see patterns. It's time to deal with it, and you need to be determined to overcome the anxiety. You may need counseling to deal with it, and people who are faith-based, remember the solution is in the Word. Whatever you believe in will affect your thoughts. If you believe what it says, it will set you free. Anxiety really is a spirit, and it can be removed. You don't need to live with it, and you have the power in the Word to break the anxiety. Prayer works and declaration, affirmation, and meditation will transform the mind. Worry is classified as a sin. Anxiety also is powerless when you deal with the root issue. Change your mind and your heart and think the opposite of what the lie is telling you. You need to develop a positive mindset. You need to transform your thought process. You can do anything you put your mind to. The power is in your mind to take charge over it. You can overcome anything from the subconscious level easily when you allow yourself to absorb teaching, affirmations, and meditations that can come against your current beliefs. You will see the change happen progressively. It does take time, but if you keep at it, you will break the cycle and transform your mind. Do not be anxious for nothing. Your mind will believe lies before they happen and creates the situation that didn't exist. It draws people and circumstances to manifest that way, and it becomes your reality. Careful to what thoughts you give to your mind and what you give thought towards. You lost a lot of time to anxiety, so you need to take control over it. Some people get serious attacks that they can't control. That's a time when you need support and people who can speak and help you overcome and to come out of it in peace. People of faith, your situation needs to change. Your solution is prayer and the Word, and you need to have it repeated continuously to break the cycle. The anxiety takes time in some circumstances, but for others, they can be set free instantly. You need to work at changing the mindset. It reinforces the impact, and at its starting point, you need to break anxiety. You will need restful music to calm the mind when it's in that state. You need to empty your thoughts. You need to develop self-control over the negative thoughts and feelings. You can release through crying, and you need to remain in an atmosphere that is peaceful and positive. It will give you the strength to come out and come against it. You need to develop your ability to fight against it, and it will get weaker and lose its power. Then you will have freedom. Some people will experience the symptoms and still feel anxiety, but if you can believe for it to be gone, it will quickly disappear, and it will quicken the process of breaking out of it. Faith has the power to destroy its power over the anxiety. You do not need to give the anxiety time to release. You should have it dealt with at the beginning when it comes. It will bring memories of your past to mind, and you need to deal with those memories and to heal from the past. It's toxic to let it grow in your mind. You need to be focused and motivated that you want to take charge over it. It's easy for people to allow it to overtake them, but you are losing a lot of time when you allow it to overtake you. You need to keep a sound mind as much as possible and keep on meditating on positive statements, speaking them over yourself. Your mind will begin to believe as you do this. It will become easier, and you need to be strong against it. Do not give up and do not give into fear, but take hold of it. You need to rise up and be confident in who you are. Forget the past and move on. That's another podcast I've done. And do not let your past failures and pain hold you back. You need to deal with those past memories that formed the anxiety. Bring closure to those things within yourself. You need to probably get a psychiatrist if it's still becoming a problem. They can help you guide through your situations to deal with it, but don't just rely on them. You still need to do your part on your own. Be careful what source the people you are using and ask very carefully, observe their behaviors. The source can influence your change, and you need to be spiritually mentally aware of sources you use. Some affect your ability to have the right thinking, and you need to know which one works best. There may be people that tell you different types of techniques, but the thing is, if it doesn't match with your belief system of what you hold on to as morally correct, then you need to find another source that does. There are many people giving techniques, but may not be the right source to help you. You need to check the background and to listen to them and use the right ones. You will have more issues if one opens up to other things that you don't know about, especially those of you who are faith-based. You would be better off sticking with those that connect to the same faith that you believe in. It will keep you from dabbling into something else. Open doors are dangerous when they are the wrong ones. You need to maintain a healthy change. Mantras, chants, and things that focus on self are not advisable. You need to recognize the words you are speaking over yourself, because sometimes it may sound good, but the source is not good for you. We have limited capacity, and we need to acknowledge that what we do in our own strength is limited and temporary. Whatever you do with a superior source has greater, long-lasting results. So be advised that when you choose wisely. Thank you for listening, and please check out my podcast channel for more podcasts. If you like the podcast, you can subscribe to YouTube and share with others. You can also support at kayunkk@gmail.com by e-transfer or PayPal. And please stay tuned for the next podcast. And have a great day, afternoon, evening, whenever you are listening. Thank you.